Accumulate was approached by Nesta, who wanted to do a project around the theme of climate change, but particularly working with a group of people who had experienced homelessness, because that's a very significant part, unfortunately, of our society, and they're a voice that's not often heard, and especially in relation to a topic which is so important and so central, such as climate change. So Accumulate worked with the idea that we would have 3 projects ongoing at the same time, which would be focusing on this issue and working with 3 tutors, Liv, Tori and Williams, and looking at areas such as graphics, visual arts and smartphone photography to develop creative responses to the issue of climate change. And we've just done that over 3 days this week. And obviously there was a challenge because you're dealing with a subject which has got so many connotations, and so when we went out to market or to email about the project itself, we didn't say it was around climate change because we didn't want to attract a very defined demographic and so people would have a preconception as to what was going to go on. So we just called the project Change, and we were going to do creative workshops, and we obviously had a limit of 15 because of social distancing, and we started that project 3 days ago. And we, first of all, once the group got to know each other, began to discuss together about climate change and what was people's emotional and theoretical responses to that issue and what they thought they could do to maybe create that change. And then they split off into their groups to work on those responses. And I mean, the energy in the room was a very sort of heightened energy. It was a very sort of collaborative energy, and I think that also came about because when we spoke about climate change and how we were going to respond to it, there was a very strong feel that we as a community can make that change. And we spoke about the bottom-down approach and the bottom-up approach and the top-down approach. And we said, right, this is bottom-up, and we're going to be the individuals that create that change together. And that's what they did over 3 days. They worked together.